Hello, my name is Joanne Marie Rumford, and I'm doing this video in my apartment in Port Huron, Michigan. And tonight is Friday, April 11th, 2025. And the time is right now, it's 9:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Um, I'm doing this video to tell you about uh, my late husband and his son. My late husband passed away in 1995, and his son passed away 6 months later in 1995. And I was my husband's second wife. We married in 1977, and his son came over one day to my apartment after we were married, and it was in the daytime, and my husband was there, and he said to me, he put his hand up like this and said, "Hi, Mom." Now, his mom was outside waiting for him to come out because her and her boyfriend were moving to California. Now, my apartment was in Warren, Michigan. So, uh, after my husband and I married, he moved in with me. He didn't have a key until he moved in with me. We dated for about 4 years. I met him in 1973. So in 1977, his son uh, 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 was just visiting us to say, I guess he wanted to say hi, Mom, because, Dick and I just got married. So my husband's name is Richard. He's since passed away. So, like I said, his son's name is Ricky. So, Richard, we called him Dick. He was called Dick. That was for short. Um, anyways, this week, my next door neighbor, that's in the apartment next door on the west side of the building looking out towards Continental Street walked by me in front of our apartments, and he went like this. And I said hello or hi or whatever. He didn't say anything, just went like this. And last year, his friend uh, was walking down Parkway because our apartment's off of Continental, and his friend lives on Hazelwood. So Parkway is the street up here, the corner of Parkway and Continental. And he was walking down Continental, and this is during the daytime, and I was coming back to my apartment, and he walked right by me, and he went like this when he looked at me. He didn't say anything, and I said hi or hello. Um, Now, not saying that there is any kind of conspiracy theory thing going on here as far as me thinking, all these things that could be related. It could be just a coincidence. But my cousin just passed away in January. On my mom's side of the family, that's my mom's sister, son. Uh, Now he and his brother and his sister, I think it was last year or the year before, because this is 2025 right now. And he told me that his sister, they were watching the Indiana Jones movie, the 1989 Indiana Jones movie, The Last Crusade. And his sister said to him, "Boy, does our cousin look like Joanne in the movie?" And she played the character Elsa. Um, and she made the movie. Uh, the first movie she made was the James Bond movie, 1985, A View to a Kill. Um, she was in that movie, and then she made Taffin, and then she made Indiana Jones: Last Crusade. Uh, so um, I was in England, in Ireland, in 1980. I flew over with my aunt and my mom's sister's oldest sister, my aunt and her three daughters, and her husband's niece went. All of us went on the airplane, but they went on through Ireland, and I went on to England to visit my two uncles. When I came back to Ireland, my mom flew over and met me there, and we went through Ireland visiting my her other sister, the youngest sister, and her brother. So I got to meet. I already met her sister, younger sister, when she visited my mom in 1992 here in Canada, and I live in Port Huron. But uh, it was nice to see her again and to meet my uncle for the first time. And I had met my both uncles from England. I met them because they visited my mom too, uh, uh, a long time ago. So in Canada. So, anyways, my one uncle worked at Pinewood Studios, and he took me on a tour with his girlfriend. I stayed with him for a week, his girlfriend for a week, both of them, for a week in London, England. And they took me on a tour through Pinewood Studios, and that was 1980. So here, my second cousin, that's my mom's oldest brother's granddaughter, uh, she made the movie, the James Bond movie, View to a Kill, and she was about 19 years of age. And then she made Taffin with Pierce Brosnan, and then she made Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. Well, I don't know if people are comparing me to that movie or not, but maybe I should sue Hollywood or Pinewood Studios where they make the James Bond movies. But um, it's like uh, reality meets fiction. You know, people look at movies and they say, "Oh well, doesn't she remind you of that character in that movie?" Or he reminds you of that character in that movie. So it just seems like this week reminded me when my neighbor went like this and just saying to say hello instead of saying hello, he just waved, or he didn't wave, went like that. And his friend uh, last year did the same thing, only when I was walking by, he did the same thing. So it just reminded me of my late husband's son, and he's also passed away. So, and my husband passed away in the same year, 1995, and my cousin passed away in January this year, 2025. So he's the one that told me that his third oldest sister, they were at the house, their parents' house. They're gone now; they passed away, but his brother and him and his sister were watching the Indiana Jones movie, and that's when his sister said, "Yep, that's Joanne," in the movie. But I have no relation to the character Elsa in the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, so I thought I'd do this video to say that. So I don't know what's with the hi mom, or just to say hello from the neighborhood, my neighbor next door and his friend that lives on the next street over. So, anyways, I thought I'd do this video because people kind of judge you for maybe because they see a movie and they think that you're that character in that movie, and it's not true. So um, now doing a YouTube video is a different thing because I am myself now and doing this video. So this is me. So anyways, I'm going to say good night. And today, my name is Joanne Marie Rumford, and today is Friday, April 11th, 2025 in the evening. So have a nice weekend ahead. Bye now.